Goodall book has really inspired me to be more conscious of what I'm eating and putting into my body. So today we're making, this is like college level cooking because I am that low. But I got some ciabatta bread, and for once I'm looking at the ingredients. It says it is no artificial preservatives, flavors, or colors. Usually I'm like, yes, it's colorful, I'm gonna get it. So, but this time, this is rock hard. We're gonna do this. So I got this book that I've tried a couple recipes. It's The Yellow Table by Anna Watson Carl, and I've liked like all of them, and my mom has liked all of them too, which is very strange. So we're gonna do the paninis today. I tried this panini with rosemary, ham, cheddar, and pears, which was pretty awesome. But today, I think I'm gonna do more a tomato-y one. Yeah, heirloom tomato panini with prosciutto. I didn't get prosciutto just because of the pig thing. Darlene. And then Darlene's like, but I want prosciutto. So yeah, 1 loaf ciabatta. I'm gonna slice it, I think. So let's see. We're gonna use a legit knife for this, and I think I'm supposed to slice this in half horizontally. So let's see. It has big holes inside. I think that means it's healthy. Here's the panini press. Okay, I'm gonna warm it up. Now we dribble both sides with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Oh dear, oh dear. Ugh. Okay. Should probably measure that out. Okay, let's see. Slice ciabatta, done. Okay, layer bottom half with mozzarellas, tomatoes, and basil. Okay, so we got our cut out things. Oh, bottom half. Okay. Tomato, mozzarella. These are already pre-sliced at the store. Is that a lot of mozzarella? Whatever. And then next, torn basil. Oh, I have to tear it. Okay. Hungry mom, hurry up, hurry up. Now that's torn basil. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Okay. It's way too much. This is like frosted. I'm sorry, Darlene, your mom's not a good homemaker. She agrees. Now I think I'm supposed to close the sandwich. And then put some olive oil on top and bottom. Okay, into the panini maker. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, no. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Darlene is super excited to talk to you. So cooking a panini reminded me of this great website called They Draw and They Cook, which is this really cute site where artists that also like to cook or bake, they draw out their recipes in a really like schematic or like detailed or like mural kind of way sometimes. And I've actually submitted like 7 years ago, but now they call it They Draw, and they feature like
instructional, what I kind of call like soft technical drawing. There's like just beautiful illustrations of how to garden, how to illustrate, and how to be like the perfect Martha Stewart.
So while that panini bakes, why am I doing a food vlog? I don't know. I think I've noticed that a lot of my friends that cook are healthier. They don't have reflux like I do. And yeah, I think when you're an artist, you're always going from one project to the other. And self-care is like a very low priority. So I feel like if I have a healthier body and nutrition, I'll probably produce better work. So this is all in the process, hopefully. Little dark, but there you have it, our panini. And you know you're Asian when you eat salad with chopsticks. Shout out to Auntie E for giving me her avocados from her yard. And there we have it. Healthier, slightly. Yummy. Thank you, Mother. So I've been thinking about how to just draw, you know, the process of just me making a sandwich, like the most basic thing. So as I'm like doing self-care and doing other things to prepare for the holidays, I have to build this IKEA shelf because my brother's room has become a pantry. So I have to put a ton of wood slabs together. I don't know why I chose like the hardest shelf to build. Like there are a million screws like and hinges. I think it's one of those yeah, so Edana's. It has like a lot of doors. So I'm on only step one, but I'm actually really appreciating like schematic drawing, and I think it's inspiring me to do something like this for they draw and they cook, the website. So just very clear illustration, and I'm reminded what one of my teachers once mentioned, that illustration, it at its essence, it should be very clear, something that anyone that can't read can process information. So, oh my gosh, I have all these screws for Edana's. So we'll see where this goes. I don't think this is even the right step. This is step 2, but we'll figure this out. You know, girl can make a shelf. Could be like the most unexciting vlog ever. Darlene's trying to help. So I'm laying out whatever this
this graph is to exactly like this, but I can't seem to find this middle screw. Like, is this, I don't think they do like chibi versions of, like, I think this one's too long, right? Like, that's not chibi, right? Oh gosh, a medium size. Darlene, help! She's calling for help.
I wasn't believing in this at first, but I'm on step 18 now. Yay! Okay, I think I just have to insert this bar here into the slot. This is weirdly satisfying. Go technical drawing. Baby, are you gonna help me build this? Can you hand me the screwdriver? Okay, step 19 is to flip this bad boy and insert the back panel, I think. I love these. I love these helping hands, that pointy things. So I get so into the flow of this that even when I complete something, I'll like copy it and be like, okay, I'm supposed to point now. I'm supposed to point now. I'm like alone too much, I think. Okay, so let's flip this thing. Doesn't it go through? I think I have the right size. There's 2 holes here. Why? I don't get it. I need a consultant. See, this is a point where me and Dad would just pound it down. It's weird though, because there is a groove on the corner, as there is in this image and the corner. So I do not know what I'm doing wrong. Oh my gosh. So, this is actually folded. It's one large piece. That's why it didn't fit in that slot. Okay, this should work now. Where's BB? BB, I thought you were helping me with this. You're not my partner in crime no more? Okay, Now I'm supposed to point here. Point here. And then point there. At the bottom. Oh, I see. I don't think it's going in. Okay.
Hey guys, so I am going to attempt a technical drawing for They Draw and They Cook, the website. So right now I have a couple of layers here to the right. I'm going to group them, and these are all my text layers for the instructions on how to make a panini. It's paninis for dumb cooks and college students. I'm gonna put like my tulip butter YouTube at the bottom right here. Let's see. So I'm gonna throw it all into a group on the right. I'm kind of organizing this composition, so even though it's like a kind of like an IKEA manual of how to make a panini, I'm going to try to still make it have a good composition, which means everything here is kind of in very modular, I guess, like the girl, the bread, the panini maker, the olive oil, the hand here, they're all around the same size. So I'm gonna try to push some things larger and something smaller to make things a little more appealing. So that's the idea. And the things on the left and the right here, they're gonna be bookshelves. So I think the idea is like, this is like a very basic recipe, and these college students are in this kind of little library with bookshelves to the left and the right. So, okay. So I think I will keep the bookshelf and the characters on a separate layer. So I'm going to select them with my lasso tool. And then I'm going to Command J and put them on a separate layer. So this will be characters and shelves. And then I'm going to actually reselect them again so I could delete it from the base drawing layer that I have my whole drawing under, which is not a great idea. I'm going to delete that. Now these characters are on a different layer than the background or the objects in the panini instructions. Okay, so I'm going to try to figure out what I want to make the largest. And I think what's appealing to me is probably the olive oil being poured into the ciabatta bread here in step 3 here. So I'm going to, again, Command J. And then I'm going to select it again from the base drawing layer. I'm going to delete it, and then, so I'm going to name this the olive oil bread layer. And then I'm going to just make this, oops, let's see, done. I think there's like this new menu that I'm not quite, let's do hide bar. 2024 Photoshop, I'm not used to you yet. Okay, I think I didn't really select it, sorry. Let's see. Okay, this is objects line. Okay, so let me do that again, sorry. I will select the olive oil, Command J, name that olive oil, and then delete it from the base layer. Okay, I'm gonna expand that now, which is Command T, transform. I'm gonna make it large and see how that might look. The reason I put a guide in the center is I think there is a specification on the They Draw and Cook website to leave the center empty of text. So that's pretty large now. I'm gonna accept that transform, and then I'm gonna work my other objects around that. So let's push everything to the side. And then the text will go with it later. Maybe even shrink it a little. So it's almost like a pattern in the background. Okay. And then I'm gonna move the text around to see how that would look. So yeah, step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6 is press. Okay, I'm gonna move the bookshelf a little. So yeah, it's kind of like just organizing your objects. See what looks good on the page. Okay, so making that shelf. Okay, let's see. I think I could still do more overlap, which means I could layer an object over another for depth and interest. So I see this panini press. I think it could go behind this olive oil a little bit. So I'll try to stretch it horizontally. Make it a really wide panini press. See if that looks good behind the olive oil. It's not bad. Okay. Now I like this pattern going down of the basil leaves, so I'm going to draw more of them. I had a teacher that was like, when something looks awesome, just do more of it. So I'm gonna add big and small leaves around it, darker leaves that are behind the other leaves to kind of create interest. Okay, so a lot of basil leaves, maybe even create some clusters like that. Okay. Okay. And the great thing is shooting the footage. So this is a little meta, but shooting the footage for the making of my panini here really helped, because literally I have the reference of how everything looks. So when I say cut the ciabatta bread, I'm referencing how, you know, that serrated knife looks like here, and placing it in my image here, you know, that's the handle, cutting into that ciabatta bread. And then when I need a picture of, you know, my hand switching the panini press to 425 degrees, I have that here as well. And I added some, you know, like, what do college students wear? Like a ton of hippie bracelets. Same with, you know, the olive oil here. Drawing that olive oil bottle is like drawing, you know, a long rectangular prism with a tube. So that's just a long cube with a tube, you know. And then I decided to do a top-down view for this layout of the mozzarella and the tomatoes. So even though it didn't look like, actually it did copy it pretty close actually. Yeah. So yeah, so it's great to have reference, you know. And I bet the IKEA manual people had a ton of reference, you know, because, you know, drawing those corners and the holes and which slit, you know, faces up and which slit faces down is so important for these instruction manuals. So yeah, I'm going to try to outline this and talk about different parts of just this descriptive type of drawing as I go through this.
Sometimes drawing stresses me out and I just need a face mask. I don't know if any others of you do face masks while they're drawing, but it's all part of self-care. But this is also an opportunity to show you this awesome packaging design. I think it's a piece of rice, you know, but I just love how they drew this rice grain, I guess, how they like peel the husk, you know, and it shows like the inner side of the peel, you know, and that's just really good technical drawing, you know. Self-care.
So here is my sketch. I've put everything into Illustrator in my layers panel here. I decided to go in and do this in Illustrator because I think a lot of the drawings I saw in IKEA manual, like obviously they use line work that is the same stroke and width, and I thought doing it in Illustrator would ensure that. So I started with the character to the left here, and what I did was for every shape, like the hair, the face, I had a different color stroke, as you can see here in my toolbar. So this is like a 6-point stroke on the shirt with a blue color inside of it. And what's great about this way of vectoring is that when you have different shapes like these pages, they overlap each other and you don't have to, you know, erase out lines when you have just all the line work in one layer, you know. The line work goes with the object itself, and it makes it easier if you ever send this to a animator or anything like that. To the left here on the toolbar, what I like to use is the knife tool, which I always forget where it's hidden in this toolbar. Let's see. The knife tool. So I'm opening Illustrator for the first time in this new desktop I have. So, okay, so the knife tool is here. Let's select that. I think I have to drag it into, I don't use this a lot. Manage toolbars. Let's see. Okay, it added it. Okay, cool. So I like to use this knife tool, and it looks like a serrated knife. Some people think it looks like an eyedropper, but just have to look closely. And then what I like to do, I'm using a Wacom and a pen, but I've selected the page that I want to have, and I just slice it. What's great about this tool is that it'll leave no hole between the two objects, you know? So literally, if I give this to this animator and I'm telling him, hey, I want the page to like flicker or warp or something, you know, like he already has this page, you know. He could put a pivot and rig the book or something like that. So that's why I like using the knife tool. For other things, this is not really clean. Like the eye here in the, if I were to do this again, I probably use the Pathfinder tool, which is right here. And let me recreate this eye, right? If I do this, and also you can, if you don't like these sharp corners here, you can command click, and then you'll see the this round circle here. And what you can do is make that corner round. So I would make this color, double click it, and then make it, you know, your desired white of the eye color. I make a circle, some kind of hazel pupil color, right? And then on the layers panel right here, I option drag up to duplicate the white eye layer, and then I would select this circle here of the ellipse or circle. So yeah, you always have to pay attention to the right circles in your layers panel. And then I shift click the white of the eye shape, and then I click the bar part of the layer. Shift click like that. And then in the Pathfinder here, I will click the third option, which is intersect, and then you get a clean cut of this. Yeah. So yeah, it takes a little practice duplicating the bottom shape and then intersecting it with the top shape, but it has, like, once you get into the flow of it, is very rewarding, and it will make a cleaner compared to this one. You won't see it, like, but if I turn off the stroke on this one, turn off the stroke on this one, oops, you can see how dirty that is. You know, the stroke kind of hides that, but if someone were gonna print this like a marketing material and you need these to be super exact, and if I turn off the stroke of these, you could see that between these two eyes, the bottom one is way cleaner, you know. So that's just something to keep in mind, the knife tool. And then I promise you I'll get to more of the drawing part of illustrative technical drawing, but for one last Illustrator hack, I have this on opacity, so let me turn that off by going to window appearance. I turn up the opacity. I want to make like a lace pattern for this part of my image. Let's see. So I made a circle here. I'm gonna shrink it. And then I wanted to make it like kind of like a lacy picnic type of setting for this food or something like that. So some kind of decor. So I'm going to turn off my line layer, and then I'm going to option, so I'm on a Mac, so option, drag, shift to get it the same same line, and then I'm going to let go, and then from here I'm going to command D to get the circle at the same distance all the way to the end. So with that, I'm going to select these by selecting the circle to the right of the path shape in the layers panel, and I'm going to select the bar part of the shape, select the circle here in the bar, and then I'm going to command G to group all of those and name it something like lace. I'm gonna option drag down to get another lace 2, and then I'm going to get that on the bottom as well. So now we've created a lace part of this design. And if you want to, you can use the Pathfinder, select these 3 shapes and combine it so it's just one shape now. So that's one way to do it. I'm gonna yeah, I think I'll combine it to keep it clean. So this will be the decor. So yeah, there's that for now.